Leo, guys, is having to yell at us because he's all the way across the room because, guys, here's the edge of the table, and this is full of Combiner Wars, guys. This is not, in fact, even all the Combiner Wars we have. This is just our active collection for 2018. This is by far one of our more extensive collection, guys. We're almost done with it now, though. You can see we have a lot in this line, and I think we only have 1 or 2 left to go. And this line, guys, will be complete. The other ones, so we also have Ironhide, and we also have the regular Optimus. Those guys are no longer here with us because they are missing parts. So, and we've not been able to find those because somebody dismantled them, and we've not ever been able to find the parts from there. So, guys, here it is. Usually I have my camera at the edge of the table, and you can see what happens when I have it at the edge of the table. It's like stuff gets cut out just because there's so much of it here, guys. And one of the things, there's a couple of characteristics of Combiner Wars I want to talk about first, and that is the obvious, guys. If you take a look at, let's do a little closing in here. Let's take a look at Groove, and then let's take a look at Trailbreaker, and then let's take a look at Swindle, and then let's take a look at Brawl, and take a look at Rook, and especially, guys, over there at, Motormaster and Optimus, who share the same mold, guys, the Battlecore Optimus there. So you can see the defining characteristic of this line is that it is very, very blocky. And so that's part of it, guys. The other part, obviously, they're all meant to go together. We don't have, I don't think we have an actual combiner figure with all the components of it yet, guys, because we have very few things that go in the air. We have Scattershot, we have Blades, guys, not to be confused with the Rescue Bots Blades. This is Blades, guys. He is one of the Protectobots. And do you remember who the Protectobot makes?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't either. So our Protectobot makes somebody, the helicopter blade works, guys. You've seen this in some of our other videos as well. I like this figure a lot, even though...
Here's Motormaster in vehicle mode.
Oh yeah, very cool.
I won't blame, but it's actually not the same mold. You want to know why?
Why?
Because
we're looking at some rockets here, and usually you don't see on rescue helicopters. So these guys, we have a lot of the same mold that gets reused. For instance, this is the robot version. This one's called Blackjack, guys. This is the robot version of... This, guys, is the robot version of Hot Rod. And they both have the same weapon, this sort of axe thing. These actually plug into chess pieces. So, should we show them how that goes? So you can plug this into chess pieces. Just open up Motormaster's, or one of those two guys' chest, and we'll show you how it goes. Yeah. So there it is, guys. Yeah, that's perfect. Let me have that real quick. You gotta leave. This one I think makes Bruticus. So anyway, guys, you leave the head up.
No, Bruticus is this one.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Onslaught.
And then basically the idea is that it would go here somehow. Oh, I guess, wait. Oh, you can turn his head around. Okay. So apparently, guys, so you can see the two little things there. They fit into these two little holes in the back here. And let's see here. Whoa, this is tough to do, but there it is, guys. This is what that looks like. So here's the idea of these cars, is to fit in there. You go. And so this is the Hot Rodimus Blackjack mold, guys. You can see it makes an OK robot mode. And guys, if you want to see the full details, guys, everything that's on the table except for Leomatic, guys, has its own review video. So here it is in robot mode. Here it is in vehicle mode. This actually is not bad. Not bad at all. And here we have Chicken Charger.
Optimus Prime.
Or Windcharger. This is one of the worst transformations there is. So we try to keep this guy more in his vehicle mode, guys. Which makes a pretty good car. It's definitely a very muscle car-ish vibe to it. We also have, of course, the motorcycles in Legions or Legends class, whichever it is, guys. I don't ever remember. And we have Groove, and we have Wreck-Gar. So So basically, guys, this is the robot mode, and I like Wreck-Gar. He's one of my favorite characters, actually. And then we have Groove, who I don't like this in vehicle mode, but I really don't like it in robot mode. Look, guys, look at how long these legs are compared to the rest of the body. It's like he's on stilts. So weird. Okay, guys, and here is Warpath. Warpath, guys, we are missing a head. So we keep this one in vehicle mode. Actually, he's way better in vehicle mode anyway. His robot mode is kind of funky. There is Warpath, guys. Also, we have, this is a mold that's been used endlessly. And it's somewhat similar to the Voyager class version, guys, which we'll get to shortly. So we have Pipes on your right. And we have, this is Huffer, guys, on your left. And this is a very, very, very commonly used mold for this type of figure. We've seen Nemesis, we've seen Optimus, we've seen a lot of them use this mold, guys. Not bad, it's okay. Not great. I especially don't like this, which very obviously forms his foots. But outside of that, it's not bad, guys. Not too shabby. Okay, and this is probably the mold overall that gets used the most. And it is used for all of these figures, which are, guys, in order, we have Brawl, or I believe this is Brawl. I'm leaving this in robot mode to show you guys. It's not a very good robot mode, especially the feet. The feet are terrible. When it's in vehicle mode, guys, it all looks very similar to this, guys. There is some different molding, obviously, with the different vehicle types. Rook, in particular, is a big SWAT vehicle, so you can see there's, we don't have his canopy here, but you can see there's just some differences to this as far as what they've added, but this is basically a remold of this. This is just a recolor. So Swindle has a different head sculpt. You can see the actual robot mode is very, very similar, and this is not a good robot mode. Same with this is not a good robot mode either. This one, you can definitely see the combiner port here, guys. Again, this is, oh, actually, I'm sorry, guys. The first aid is not part of it. He's the same mold as this one. We'll get to that too. So Rook is guns for hands, guys. Not a lot to these guys. I honestly don't like this mold very much. I don't think it works very well in either robot or in vehicle mode. Although having him as a police SWAT vehicle is kind of cool. This Jeep that they use for Hound and Swindle, guys, not good. The tank is doesn't hold together too well, guys. I'm not a fan of this either. You can see it's just all over the place, guys. This doesn't make good feet, I don't think. Okay, these two are the same. Slight remold here. The Trailbreaker is basically a repaint of Ironhide, guys, and I don't like him very much in robot mode, guys. Just, you can see the combiner peg there. I think that's kind of annoying. I think this does make a pretty good vehicle mode, guys. So imagine this in a pickup and you basically have it. This is okay. Obviously this does make a pretty good rescue vehicle. So the protective bots, we have two of them, I think actually came out pretty well. The rescue vehicles. Those I think were one of the kind of successes here of this line, guys. We also have, using the same molds, we have Sunstreaker. And Sunstreaker, guys, looks way, way better in vehicle mode. I mean, you can see it's got these awesome headlights on it. This, I think, works better in vehicle mode. Again, the legs are a little funky for me. But, so anyway, this is what this looks like in robot mode, and this is what it looks like in vehicle mode. This is actually Wheeljack. And it is clearly Wheeljack. Not much question about this. They actually did a remold, though. You guys can see the grills are not identical. The hoods, in fact, not at all. So there's a little bit of remolding going on here, but basically this is the same type, outside of a little bit of retooling. And I think this car mode is actually really good. Robot mode, not in love with it. Not in love with it. See if we can find Jackie's head. So here's Jackie's head, guys. Here's Sunstreaker. So, yeah, I mean, these are cool. I like these. These, I think, were probably two of my favorites of the line. I like this in vehicle mode a lot, too. I don't think there's anything in this line, though, guys, where I said, that's an awesome robot and an awesome vehicle. I don't know. I'm trying to think here, guys, as I'm looking around. I don't see anything like that. This is one of the weirdest things. This actually winds up being a gun. This is Shockwave, guys. They reduced Shockwave to this tiny, tiny, tiny weapon, and he basically can fit in with our guy Onslaught here. Onslaught we're missing parts of, obviously. This is not a good figure, like not at all, guys. There's nothing this figure does well. Even in vehicle mode, it's still very questionable. I do like this face sculpt for the back. I think it's not bad. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this, guys. Like in any way, guys. This is not anywhere near among my favorite ones. In fact, I think this is one we got on clearance, or we probably wouldn't even have it. Anyway, so that's the guy that holds this as a gun. This does not work at all in robot mode as a figure. Definitely you can see there's his head sculpt. It's very clearly Shockwave, but man, how far Shockwave has fallen, guys. Here we have Groove. Groove turned into a really oversized motorcycle. This is Deluxe class Groove. You can see he's very, very blocky. This is an okay figure. Looking at his legs, though, I hate this. This is, I don't know. It's not appealing to me at all, guys. Having his legs be molded in with half of a back tire, just I'm not a fan of that. This one I don't especially like in robot mode either. Scattershot, guys. This is one of our few flying planes. I like this guy in vehicle mode. I think he looks kind of cool when he's in his jet mode. I don't like him in robot mode, although it does have these very nice ratchet joints, as you can hear, guys. I think he's okay. I don't think he's great. I think he's just okay. Really super kibbly, though, in robot mode. This is Smokescreen, who very clearly looks like Prowl because he is Prowl. You can see on the roof we have Prowl's light bar. So this one, I like Smokescreen, but this kind of frustrated me, guys. I don't like this sort of thing too. It looks really, really blocky to me, of course. We're missing a wheel for him. Smokescreen, I think, deserved better than this. I do like the color scheme, though, a lot. And this one in vehicle mode, I think, is okay. But you can tell this is, I think, the first one from the Combiner Wars wave we got. And it's got some battle damage, guys. Got battle damage. All right. Moving along, we also have Mirage, guys. And Mirage, of course, shares this mold with the guy named Dragstrip, guys. On the Decepticon side, I think he's okay as an IndyCar. This is not a good figure either. I think he's okay in IndyCar mode, guys. I think he's also okay in robot mode, but I don't actually like him in either mode. I think this figure, I think this character, guys, has been done better in a lot of other lines, and then this is not one of the better versions of Mirage. Definitely on the okay side. Just okay, though. And here we have Motormaster, guys, with his Motormaster head, and a head that I don't like. I don't like this head sculpt at all. It's bad. Guys, just in a word, Motormaster as a head sculpt is awful. We do, however, have this guy, who is, I think, Bruticus. And look at this. I love this expression, guys. He's quite clearly angry at something. And this works really well. This, I think, actually is my favorite robot figure of all of them. I think this works extremely well, guys, in robot mode. And I don't like this at all. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like it at all. I don't like it a lot in semi mode. But look at this, guys. This is just, look at that. That's tough. That's tough, man. Look at him. Like he's, yeah, I like him. I wish there was better knee articulation than this. Definitely. Because you can't really, I mean, you can kind of have him walking towards you, I guess, getting ready to give you a punch right in the old kisser, but this could be better, but I think this is actually the best of of any of those that use that mold, including Battlecore. Now Battlecore is definitely the better of the two Optimuses. Not much question about that. And you know, they have weapons and everything else, but again, we're missing wheels. Missing a lot of wheels. I don't know where the wheels go for these, but this one's missing wheels, and the other Optimus is missing wheels as well. I think at one time we combined it so we could have one with a full, you know, full complement of wheels, but clearly this guy he doesn't have any. Does he have? No, he doesn't have any wheels, guys. So I don't know where all the wheels are, guys, but probably, you know, when we go through at the end of every year, or when we run out of space. The end of this year, we're going to be going through probably, and this guy I believe is going to be a very strong candidate for being boxed up, just simply because, guys, he's not complete, and we try to keep the complete figures in our active rotation, just because, like a lot of you, we just go through a lot. We just go through a lot of figures, and we don't have room for everything that we have at the moment. So I don't like his super golden crisp mode here, guys. I don't like this head sculpt. I don't think it's good. So we usually just stick with the actual Battlecore head sculpt, which is, come on out of there, buddy. Which does not appear to want to come on. Come on, Optimus. Oh man. Alright, so there he is. Back at it. I think this head I think is actually too small for this figure though. Which is a common problem with Optimuses. This one is really perfect, guys. You look at this. This is very ideal. It actually could be slightly larger even. This one just looks tiny. The oversized figure with the puny head, guys. Yay! And here's the front of Trailbreaker, which you see some misalignment there. This is a very sturdy line, guys. We like this line a lot. Combiner Wars was probably the first non-show related line that we started collecting. We normally, other than that, it was movies, it was the Prime series, guys. Those are really, I think, what, like Age of Extinction is another very extensive collection, guys. So this going outside of it, there's a lot of G1 flavors in this, which we also really liked, but there's not massive amounts of them. Like, there's no B figures, guys, for instance. So I don't even know if B was in the Combiner Wars, but if so, I think that's one of the few series he must not have been in at all. But you can see there's a lot of old names here, guys, and this is cool. I mean, these aren't good, these aren't great, but they aren't bad. They're not horrible either, guys. This is a very nice middle of the road line where the toys are sturdy, and I mean, they're blocky and they're crazy that you can see the combiner plugs and everything. That part's kind of annoying, and it honestly, guys, compromises them in robot mode a little bit. But you know, you can usually get quite a bit of good play out of them. You can make super mutants because you can put the combiner, any combiner, into any of the combiner ports, guys, and just go for it. You know, so I think that's cool. I think it's cool to be able to do stuff like that. This is a unique line in that regard. Of course, in Titan Master or Titan Return, which followed this, they had changeable heads for everything, but I thought the figures sacrificed a lot for that. Power of the Primes seems to be kind of a good combination of moving back to where stuff is recognizable and not mutated, and also doesn't have as many parts that go flying everywhere. So yeah, we still like Combiner Wars. I like the comic. I like a lot of the comic book lines, guys. I thought there was some really cool elements to this toy line, guys. The show I didn't love. I thought it was okay. Titan's Return, I haven't seen enough of that. It doesn't look super interesting to me at the moment, though. Power of the Primes I need to probably look at as well, guys. So I don't know which of those three was the best of the lot. It's a trilogy, right? This is the first one. Titan's Return's the second, and Power of the Primes is the third, guys. As far as toy lines, I guess just based on how many we've gotten, obviously Combiner Wars is probably by far our runaway favorite. But Power of the Primes, I think, guys, has a lot of things that are of interest, and we're still building, we're still working on that collection, guys. So probably be more of those to come. But anyway, guys, this is our look at the active collection for Combiner Wars for 2018, guys. Like I said, guys, I think we just have a couple figures left to go, and this will be a completely collected line for us, guys. We don't really care a whole lot about the airplanes, so a lot of the Decepticons, a lot of the figures we're just not interested in and just don't get. I don't think we've ever had a complete collection of any of the lines, and I don't know if that is ever going to change, guys. Robots in Disguise, I think, was our best bet for that, but even still, we're still, there was a lot of toys for that line, guys, the cartoon series, and we couldn't keep up. You know, when they started doing the Hot Wheels thing and selling paint jobs, you know, with their Arctic camo and all that other kind of stuff, guys, it's just, some of that stuff gets to be a little bit too much. So, but this one I think will be actually one of our highest volume. And once we get to a new place where we have room for every single toy that we have in a line, guys, we'll probably take more of a look at everything that's in it. But like right now, you can see in front of you probably about 30 figures, guys, and there's still more, guys, that we haven't even gotten to. So yeah, I mean, this I think is going to wind up probably closer to 40, maybe a little bit over that, which is for us a pretty well collected line. I know there's a lot of people out there who have more extensive collections, of course, but anyway, guys, there's our look at this. If you did enjoy it, guys, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you've not done so already, guys. Hit the blue bell next to the red subscribe button if you guys would like to be notified of the latest greatest content, including more Combiner Wars videos for the 1 or 2 we have left, or for more collection videos, guys. October is always our collection month, guys. So as you see this one, I think we're pretty deep into the month. Definitely, if you want to be notified of when the new collections come up, guys, hit that blue bell. And also, guys, follow us on our Twitter feed, where updates to the channel are made live in direct time, guys. And Twitter is actually probably the better way to go these days if you don't want to miss those notifications, guys. Guys, if you want to, leave us a comment. Did you collect this? Do you like this line? Guys, let us know your thoughts on Combiner Wars or any of the other lines, guys, what your favorite line is, what your favorite figure out of this is, guys. Our star took off kind of in the middle of this, so I don't know what his favorite figure is overall. I would say for me, probably Sunstreaker in vehicle mode, probably Trailbreaker over there in vehicle mode, probably Motormaster for robot mode, and I definitely did like the Hot Rod and Blackjack figures as well, guys. I thought those overall were pretty well done. But guys, leave us a comment, let us know. Let us know your thoughts, guys. We would love to hear from you. Anyway, that's going to do it for us this time. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.